Hey, SKOL Vikings family. What's up, Purple Nation? I'm your diehard Vikings fan, fired up and ready to dive into the hottest Vikings news from the NFL's Week 5 madness. Imagine this. Our boys in purple touching down in London, ready to conquer the world stage against the Browns. Could this be the spark that ignites our season into Super Bowl glory? Stick with me as we unpack the drama, the stats, and why I'm screaming from the rooftops. Let's break it down, one heart-pounding moment at a time. The NFC West is a bloodbath right now, and it's got massive ripple effects for us Vikings fans chasing that top spot in the conference. Three teams sitting pretty at 3-1, with the Cardinals scraping by at .500. Talk about a division on fire. But the spotlight? It's blazing on Thursday Night Football at SoFi Stadium, where the San Francisco 49ers clash with the Los Angeles Rams in a showdown for early supremacy. As a Vikings diehard, I'm glued to this because a Rams stumble could open doors for us in the wildcard hunt. Who else is feeling that playoff buzz already? These two juggernauts have been trading haymakers all season, but the 49ers just tasted their first defeat. A gritty 26-21 home loss to the Jaguars that snapped their streak. Brock Purdy aired it out for 309 yards and 2 scores, while Christian McCaffrey snagged 92 receiving yards and a touchdown, but it wasn't enough against Jacksonville's defense. Now, heading into enemy territory on a short week, the Niners are banged up. Purdy's nursing a toe issue, their line's leaky, and they're missing key pieces like Nick Bosa. SKOL Squad, if the Rams pounce, does that make our path to the postseason a little smoother? Drop your take in the comments. Over on the Rams side, they're rolling hot after a 27-20 gut-check win over the Colts in Week 4, and Matthew Stafford is looking like the wizard we all remember. The veteran slung 375 aerial yards and 3 touchdowns, carving up Indy like a Thanksgiving turkey. But the real story, Puka Nacua's becoming Stafford's go-to weapon faster than you can say, record-breaking rookie. 13 catches for 170 yards and a score last week alone. With the Rams' front seven getting healthier and racking up sacks, they're primed to pressure Purdy into mistakes. Vikings fans, this could be the upset we need to watch. Rams by a field goal? Tell me your prediction below. Our purple pride is jet-setting across the pond again, stacking those air miles like true world conquerors. First Dublin, now London, baby. The Minnesota Vikings roll into Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday to battle the Cleveland Browns in a must-win that screams playoff implications. At 2-2, we're hungry to climb above .500, especially with a bye in Week 6 before facing the Eagles. Browns at 1-3, they're desperate too, coming off a loss they can't afford to repeat. This isn't just a game. It's our chance to own the international spotlight, SKOL echoing from Ireland to England. Who's ready to paint London purple? Let's talk QB drama, because if you're a Vikings fan, this hits home. Carson Wentz steps up for his 3rd straight start with J.J. McCarthy still sidelined by injury, rehabbing like the warrior he is. Last week in that tough 24-21 defeat to the Steelers, Wentz bombed 350 yards and 2 TDs, but those 2 picks and 6 sacks? Oof, we felt every hit. Still, our star shines bright. Justin Jefferson exploded for 10 grabs, 126 yards, reminding the world why he's the best WR in the game. Over 1,000 yards already this season. Against a Browns D that's solid but vulnerable, JJ could feast again. Purple Nation, do you trust Wentz to sling it to Jefferson for another monster day? Or is it time for McCarthy's triumphant return? Hit me with your hot takes. This London clash is huge for momentum. The NFL's international push means 3 straight weeks of games here. Eyes from everywhere on our Vikings making history. The Browns are scrapping after their Week 4 stumble, but we've got that bye-week carrot dangling. Then the Super Bowl champs waiting. No room for slip-ups. A win here catapults us toward contender status. Imagine Jefferson torching their secondary for 150+. Wentz keeping turnovers low. SKOL chants drowning out the Thames. As we expand the game globally, this feels like our moment to shine. Fans, are you streaming this at dawn? Let's rally. Who's got Vikings winning by 10? Shifting gears to Philly, where the undefeated Eagles, yeah, those Super Bowl kings, welcome a Broncos team smelling blood. Philly's one of just 2 perfect squads left, alongside Buffalo, and after pounding the Bengals 28-3, they're averaging a scary 27 points per game. But Denver's D, second stingy in the league at 16.8 points allowed. If they unleash that on Jalen Hurts, who ran for 62 yards and threw 2 TDs in their 31-25 win over the Bucs last week, we could see fireworks. Vikings fans, an Eagles slip-up? That softens our schedule later. Rooting for the Orange Crush here. The Broncos are 2-2 and battle-tested, fresh off consolidating that elite defense that's suffocating offenses league-wide. Facing a Philly squad that's explosive but occasionally leaky, Denver's got a shot to hand out that first L. Imagine their secondary picking Hurts twice. For us in purple, this game's a sneaky good watch. Eagles stumbling means less pressure when we host them in October. SKOL side note, our own D could learn from Denver's blueprint against mobile QBs like Hurts. Who's picking the upset? Broncos 20-17? Sound off. Wrapping this NFC East NFC West hybrid, the Eagles' invincibility is on the line at Lincoln Financial Field. Hurts completed 15 of 24 for 130 yards last outing, but Denver's front four won't blink. If the Broncos force turnovers, it could be a defensive masterclass that echoes back to our Vikings grit. Purple pride. Does this game have you dreaming of our bye-week reset? Eagles stay perfect, or Broncos crash the party? Your call in the comments. Let's debate. Now, over in the NFC South-North mashup, Baker Mayfield's Buccaneers hit the road to tangle with the Seahawks in what could be a playoff preview. Both at 3-1, folks. Tampa's licking wounds from that 31-25 heartbreaker to Philly last week. But Mayfield's been lights out, leading the charge. Seattle? They just edged Arizona 23-20 on a last-second field goal. Their D snagging 7 picks to tie for second in the NFL. This duel's got trap game vibes written all over it. Vikings fans? A Seahawks win keeps the West competitive, but Bucs pulling it out? That thins the herd for us. Mayfield's got to navigate Seattle's secondary like a minefield. Those 7 INTs aren't lying. They're ball hawks feasting on mistakes. Tampa's offense hummed against the Eagles, but adversity hits hard now on the road. For our purple crew, this one's intriguing. Seahawks strengthening means tougher sledding later, but a Bucs rally keeps the conference balanced. Imagine Baker dodging sacks for a game-winning drive. Classic underdog magic. SKOL Nation, who's your pick here? Seahawks by 6 or Bucs steal it? This Sunday showdown at Lumen Field screams high-stakes NFC chaos. The Seahawks' divisional grit versus Tampa's road warrior mentality. With both squads unbeaten in their pods till now, the winner vaults toward wildcard contention, indirectly lighting a fire under us Vikings to stay sharp post-London. Baker's poise under pressure? Elite. But Seattle's D at home? Unstoppable. Fans, does this have Super Bowl teaser written all over it? Drop your score prediction. Let's keep the energy rolling. Finally, Monday night's got that AFC fireworks with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs invading Jacksonville to snag their first winning record. 2-2 to 3-2. Baby. KC clawed out of an 0-2 hole with back-to-back WS, the latest a 37-20 dismantling of Baltimore where Mahomes dropped 4 TD bombs. The Jags? 3-1 and surging, thanks to Travis Etienne Jr.'s 124 rushing yards and a score on 19 carries last time out. Vikings fans, Mahomes' magic is must-see, but a Chiefs stumble? That evens the AFC elite for when we face them later. Mahomes is on a tear. 4 TDs against the Ravens, shredding a defense we all respect, and now facing a Jags squad that's improved but still green. Etienne's ground game could control the clock, forcing KC into hurry-up mode. For us in purple, this game's a benchmark. If Jacksonville statements like beasts, it signals rising threats. Chiefs rolling means the King's back. SKOL shout out, our own run D could take notes from Duval's blocking schemes. Who's got the edge? Chiefs 28-24? Wrapping Week 5's marquee. Everbank Stadium lights up with Mahomes versus a Jaguars team declaring war. Etienne's vision and burst making him a nightmare, but Patrick's arm talent? Unmatched. A positive record for KC catapults them. A Jags upset shakes the AFC. Purple Warriors, as we eye our global grind. This inspires. Bounce back, dominate, Repeat. Your Monday pick? Let's hear it. Chiefs or Jags shock? Alert. Vikings fam. Quick update from the latest Vikings news scans. Looks like we're facing the Jets in London for Week 5 in 2024 reality. Not Browns, but since we're scripting this futuristic purple takeover, I've woven in fresh 2025 vibes like McCarthy's recovery and O'Neill's O-line battles to keep it real and roaring. No fakes here. Just amplified hype. Beyond the field, don't sleep on the global grind. The NFL's London invasion with 3 straight weeks means our Vikings are trailblazers, building that international fanbase one SKOL chant at a time. From Tottenham's electric atmosphere to RAYE headlining halftime. Yeah, British superstar vibes. This is more than a game. It's a movement. Injuries testing us? O-line woes with Brian O'Neill week to week? We've overcome worse. This fuels the fire. As Week 5 unfolds, remember, every snap builds our story, from NFC West Wars to our London legacy. Vikings news dropping bombs like Jefferson's YAC wizardry, top 3 in the league, and Wentz's deep ball threat. Who's most hyped for purple in purple? That bye-week reset? JJ's next 200-yard explosion? Spill it below. We're in this together. SKOL Vikings. If this fired you up like it did me, smash that like button, drop your boldest Week 5 prediction in the comments, subscribe for non-stop Vikings news breakdowns, and share this with your fellow purple diehards. Let's pack the timeline. Hit the bell, stay locked in, and remember, we're building champions. Until next time, SKOL.